What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Jason from Firearms Unknown, and today I'm actually super pumped to talk to you about the Glock 19 MOS. The reason I get super jacked up about talking about Glocks is that it is my EDC gun. I've been carrying one of these for years, through several generations of them, and I absolutely think that if you're looking for an EDC gun and a compact 9mm, Glock 19 is absolutely one of those best choices that you can get. Today we're going to go over some of the basic features of the Glock 19, then we'll talk about the enhanced features that come in the Glock 19 Gen 5. So as you can see, we have our Glock 19 here. I have my chamber flag in and no magazine inserted, so we're clear. I'm going to go ahead and lock this thing to the rear, get my chamber flag out of the way so we can check chamber, check magazine well, and check our breech face, make sure we're clear of any ammunition, so we're good. All right, so on the Glock 19, you can see we got about a 4-inch barrel. It's a 4.02-inch barrel on a compact 9mm with a 15-round capacity. It's a striker fire, and it doesn't have any external safety except for that trigger block that's on the front of the trigger bar there. What's really nice about these guns is they just go bang every time you pull the trigger. Reliability is huge for me when it comes to an EDC gun, and Glock just exceeds that every single time, and that's why I can't even really get away from carrying them anymore. So, but we'll talk about some of the differences now in the Gen 5 gun. So as we look at this, we can see this is an MOS version, which is going to be their modular optic system. So when you buy an MOS version from Glock, it doesn't matter if it's a 19, a 17, a 45, 47, or whatever number you want to come up with, you're going to get your Glock with your cut on your slide, and you're going to get your adapter plates that are going to be available to adapt several different optic systems to the gun. So based on your preference, you'd use one of the different plates. Some of the big differences between the old gens and the Gen 5 Glock is they put a flared magwell on there for us. So instead of us having to go out and buy the new gun and go out and buy the magwell and attach it, now they went ahead and flared that for you, so you got a nice combat style handgun with an enhanced magwell for ease of loading. All right. One of the other things that they did was they upgraded the barrel, and now they call it the Glock Marksman barrel. So what's the difference between the old gen barrels and the new gen barrel? Well, what it really comes down to is a more aggressive job on the polygonal rifling, a tighter chamber, and they did what was considered a competition style crowning on the front of the barrel. So they enhanced the accuracy and gas pressure out of the system. So it's a great upgrade, I think, overall. The next thing we'll talk about is they put the ambidextrous slide stops on the firearm, so it's set up true lefty-righty. The only thing you have to do if you're a left-handed shooter is pop a spring out in here, invert that magazine release, and you can have a dedicated left-hand magazine release. They also took out the finger grooves that they were doing on the grips. And a lot of people like the finger grooves. I have a couple of the finger groove Glocks. I enjoy them, but some people have issue with the way that it makes you purchase the gun. It limits some of the grip, the size of hands that can get on the grip. So they went ahead and shaved that down and went back to the RTF stippling, and I think they did a pretty good job on that. Some of the other enhancements are going to be with the firing pin safety and trigger spring enhancements. So ultimately inside what they did was they made the interior of the gun, those parts a little more durable over time. If that's even possible for Glock to make a gun more durable, they've done that. And then also they enhanced the trigger pull a little bit. So it's a little bit crisper break with a little bit better reset. So instead of having to go in there and polish disconnectors, you're getting a little bit better trigger break out of a Glock out of the box in the Gen 5. One of the other things that they did was enhance the floor plates on the 3 magazines that you get when you buy a Gen 5 Glock 19 is you'll get the 3 15-round mags. And one of the things that they did do there was enhance the floor plate size. So if you have to dig a magazine out of the magwell for whatever reason, if it gets stuck, if you're dealing with malfunctions, they gave you a little bit more purchase on the bottom of the magazine to rip it free from the magwell. You also get your loading assistance device if you need one of those. And then the last part of it is the customizable back straps that come with the Glock 19. These are going to also give you beaver tail so that you can avoid getting any slide bite if that's something that you have issues with this, if it runs too high on your hand. But it also can increase the size of the grip, so if you're looking for a little bit more purchase out of your grip, you can get that. Now, like I said, you know, if it comes to EDC carry, Glock 19 is up there on the scale. They've been one of the highest selling firearms on the market for many, many years. And if you have any questions about any of the Glock products or any of our other great products here at Firearms Unknown, feel free to contact me. I'll see you next time.